Secretaries General of the Caribbean National Commissions for UNESCO, representatives of Blackboard Academy, member and partner of the UNESCO Global Education Coalition, representatives of the University of the West Indies, the Caribbean Center for Educational Planning, esteemed partners from UNICEF Jamaica, education development partners, officials from the Ministries of Education, master trainers, and teachers. Good afternoon. I'm delighted to welcome you all to this landmark occasion where we are gathered today to launch the teacher training phase of the Distance Learning and Training Strategies Initiative being implemented in the Caribbean Small Island Development States. We are gathered to build on the last of the achievements made over the last 8 months to further expand the capacity development of teacher trainers and teachers on digital skills and distance learning solutions and strategies. We anticipate that this initiative will contribute towards strengthening the resilience of ministries of education to address learning disruptions and provide support to teachers in small island development states. COVID-19 has affected over 93,000 teachers in the Caribbean cluster. Most Caribbean SIDS have implemented distance education strategies, remote education, and teachers sometimes have had to develop new teaching approaches to address the demands of this work mode. Transformations driven by this rapid digitization implies new training and support needs for teaching staff in a context of distance, face-to-face, or hybrid education. Studies carried out so far suggest that teachers have had to maximize their efforts both to face challenging work conditions as well as to adjust their pedagogical work to the demands of distance education with scarce resources and, in most cases, little training. In response, UNESCO was agile in collaborating with the Global Education Coalition members, Blackboard and JES, with key partners in the Ministries of Education in the Caribbean and the Caribbean Center for Educational Planning to expand the scope of the pilot initiative of last year to reach a targeted 10,000 teachers this year to improve online teaching skills to deliver quality education to learners in the 20 Caribbean states served by the office. We were delighted when UNICEF Jamaica reached out to join hands with us to respond to the high demand from the Jamaican National Teachers Council to train about 5,000 teachers in Jamaica alone. So the demand is high. We've also received other demands from St. Vincent and the Grenadines following the volcanic explosion and from other member states in the region. Our partnership with Blackboard, the German JES, the Caribbean Center for Educational Planning, and UNESCO, of course, ORIALC, and UNICEF Jamaica is an excellent example of how we increase efficiency and effectiveness by harmonizing our efforts and delivering as one in alignment with national interests. Most of us have been together as we have implemented various interventions of this program. You have been with us together as we pilot tested the training modules and contextualized the content to the Caribbean priorities in collaboration with the Caribbean Reference Group, and seen the progress with the training of the master trainers. Today, we have 13 certified master trainers and over 40 assistant master trainers who are taking the course to become accredited facilitators. Today, we are excited to launch the third phase of the program, scaling up teacher training to 10,000, which is being implemented in 3 cohorts. The first cohort, about 2,150 teachers, begins training this week, and this is going to end on the 26th of July. The second cohort goes online around 3rd of August and will continue till September 6th, covering about 4,000 more teachers. And the final cohort of about another 4,000 teachers will begin in September 14 and end by mid-October. UNESCO Caribbean Office thanks our partners, Blackboard Academy and the Caribbean Center for Educational Planning of the University of the West Indies for your concerted efforts in coordinating and delivering our Train the Trainer sessions of our master trainers. We especially acknowledge and thank our donors, the German JIS and UNICEF Jamaica, for your timely support. It is through our collaboration with UNICEF that we were able to increase the total number of Jamaican teachers to be trained to 4,800 teachers, almost 5,000. We commend the master trainers and assistant master trainers for the commitment during this process, and we look forward to your continued commitment and professionalism as we roll out the program with you, leading the teacher training sessions. The success of this program depends on you as we roll out. As we commence the 4-week teacher training with our first cohort, we have teachers from 5 countries, Jamaica, St. Lucia, Dominica, St. Martin, and Trinidad and Tobago on board. We thank you for your interest, and we hope you will find this training fruitful and of value as you seek to improve your skills and delivery in the online classroom. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to strengthen and reimagine education in the region, we thank you all for attending today's launch. We hope this training will enable access to new educational resources, build on innovations in the region, and generate a space for dialogue and peer support amongst teachers for a better response to the educational demands caused by COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Khan. Thank you. At this time, we would like to welcome our partners who have been very instrumental, integral in this process. We'll be having greetings from our key partners, Blackboard by Dr. Joel Armando, the Caribbean Center for Educational Planning, which is a part of the University of the West Indies. Dr. Knut Thompson will bring in greetings. Dr. Chantal Moore, the project coordinator for the CCEP, and Dr. Rebecca Tortello, education specialist, UNICEF. Over to you, Dr. Armando.
Thank you, Latoya, and thank you, Dr. Khan, for the presentation. It's a very important pleasure for Blackboard and for myself being present in this launch. It's been, as Farial mentioned, a long project until now with a lot of achievements, but I think now it's where the important and the exciting part starts. So we are super happy to be part of this project. I'm very grateful with UNESCO and the partners to be able to help here. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Armando. Dr. Thompson, yes.
Thank you very much, Latoya. Pleasant afternoon to everyone. It is indeed with great pleasure that the CCEP is participating in this event. We are pleased that we have been tapped by UNESCO and UNICEF to be the implementing agency for this very important project, the Education Response to COVID-19, Strategies for Distance Education and Teacher Training in the Caribbean and Jamaica. Our engagement in this project is consistent with the purpose for which the CCEP was established by the University of the West Indies. Our mandate includes, among other things, to serve as a mechanism in meeting the needs in the region for improved educational planning, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation, to support the current efforts of national governments to transform their education system, and to collaborate with various agencies in seeking to strengthen the education sector response to challenges that it faces from time to time. We are grateful for this opportunity, and we trust that the impact of this initiative will be felt for a long time as we seek to recover from the effects of COVID-19. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. Dr. Moore. Dr. Moore, over to you. Yes. I think we are, so Dr. Moore, it's.
Are you hearing me
now?
Thank
you for the greetings. I realize that you have started to share your screen. We are, but I know you'd want to just bring greetings on behalf, following of Dr. Thompson's greetings on behalf of the CCEP, before we go to that part of the agenda where you'll be making your presentation.
Thanks a lot, Latoya. Colleagues from across the region, good afternoon. Thank you so very much. Just want to bring you greetings on behalf of the CCEP. I am the team leader working through CCEP on this project. And I just want to point out that we are very happy to be a part of this program aimed at training over 10,000 teachers from across the region. To support me on this team, we have the able support of other CCPE team members who include Camille Berry, who is the assistant working alongside me. We have Alison Montgomery, who is working with the area of admin and monitoring communication. We also have Nadine Davis, who will be working on the financial aspects. So just wanted to introduce the team to you and to say it's a pleasure for CCEP to work along with the partners in this capacity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. At this point, I hope you're hearing me. Please let me know. Is everyone hearing me? Yes?
Yes, yes.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I wasn't hearing myself. At this point, Dr. Tortello, over to you.
Thank you, Latoya. Good afternoon, colleagues from across the region in Jamaica. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm in my car, so this is the new world, right? I'm really happy to be here and representing UNICEF and our great joy in this partnership. This partnership reflects our ongoing commitment to helping to reimagine the education sector, to build back better, to be more child-centered, to be more relevant than before. So it allows us the chance, the opportunity to work with partners in academia, in our sister international development agencies, in new innovative partners in the landscape like Blackboard, in our trusted Jamaica Teaching Council, who's been doing such wonderful work to continue the professional development of our educators. And we're so excited because it takes work we've been doing with the National Council for Educational Leadership, targeting school leaders on child-friendly schools, virtual instructional leadership plans, leadership for safer schools, to a new level now to be working more with our teachers, building on work we've done with the Early Childhood Commission as well to create a free-to-access asynchronous online course for early childhood practitioners in an intro to special education, as we seek to make sure that all of our children have increased access to quality education, as well as our Return to Happiness partnership with the JTC, which is a psychosocial support, which we all need in response to the uncertainties that this pandemic has revealed and sort of given to us, compounded us with. So this partnership with Blackboard, we're confident that the participants, the teachers who are going to take part, who will lead this transformation in the sector will find it useful as they seek to better navigate the blended teaching and learning landscape. We wish them all a productive course, a very useful learning experience as they expand their digital skill set, their confidence, their creativity in a digital classroom space. We're so happy we're going to be able to reach almost 5,000 teachers, and we know that that is just the beginning of this journey. It's important work, it's timely work, it's innovative work, and we really look forward to continuing to join hands, as Fariel likes to say, as we all seek to navigate this new learning landscape together and more effectively. So thank you very much from UNICEF.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tortella. I mean, this shows the strength in numbers and the strength of the UN family. Thank you. At this point, we will now hand over to Dr. Armando Joel, who will be giving a course overview, and followed right on the heels of that is a presentation from Dr. Moore, Chantal Moore, on the program coordination and introduction of master trainers. Over to you, Joel.
Thank you, Latoya. And if I can share my screen, please. I will need Latoya. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to use the time, these 5 minutes that we have will be focused on what this course is about, and some advice that we learned from previous people taking this course in other places, and how we can help you to be successful in this course. So let me start by explaining a bit what this course is about. And as you probably know, because you read the introduction, this course has 6 sections, and the sections are in the screen right now. And they're all focused on digital teaching and learning and blended learning strategies. So the idea of this course is not about how to click and how to use specific tools. It's more about how to teach online and how to change the approach to be an online teacher or a blended learning teacher. It goes from introducing digital teaching and learning, to planning your experience when you're teaching online, to providing digital content to your students, to addressing the diverse needs of your students online, which is a challenge, a different challenge from doing it face-to-face, and using video to teach, and finally, how to support your students when they are online, and how to make sure that they still can feel your presence as a teacher and be connected. So this is an online course. We try to teach about these topics, not only by providing the content, but also showing how this should be in an online course. So your facilitators will be showcasing the best practices for online teaching and learning. The course goes for 4 weeks, and you will be working in some activities online, and you will be having some live sessions. But we think the main learning will be from interacting with your colleagues in the online course, and from having the experience of being an online student, and giving you that chance of learning online again, and thinking how your students will learn online in the future. So a couple of practical advices on how to access your course, because you will need it. You should have received by now the credentials to access your courses. This online course is going to be where everything is going to live in the next 4 weeks. So you will go to this address, the bbacademy.blackboard.com, and you will use the username that was provided to you and your password. And once you access the system, Blackboard Academy, you will see your course or your list of courses if you're in more than one. And this is what you're seeing in the screen right now. So when you click in the course, and this is super important in terms of advice for the people taking the course, you will have what you're seeing right now in the screen. So you will have a set of tools that you can access, and one of the tools is your online sessions. So this environment is all integrated. You will have the online sessions in this environment, and you will have also all the content and all the activities in one environment. So anything that you are trying to find is going to be here. So place to go, bbacademy.blackboard.com. You will see that all the content is online, it's already in digital content. So we expect you're having your live sessions, but don't expect those live sessions to be a place in which you will sit and learn about the content. The learning about the content will happen in the online course and with your activity as a main driver. The live sessions will be to have interactions with your facilitators and with your fellow students. And finally, yeah, I put here this to emphasize it. Maybe the live session will represent a 5% of the course. Most of the activity will be in everything else. And everything else is each week you will have some content that you will be reviewing by yourself. You will also have some quizzes, some tests. The tests are not to just test you, are more to make sure that you have an opportunity to check your knowledge. And if you need to come back to the content and review it, you can go and come back to the content. You will have some discussions to have some collaboration with your peers in the course. And in some weeks, you will also have some activities that you need to submit. And those activities are going to be group activities. So I know, and we know that this is going to be a challenge at the beginning, that you might feel confused, that you might feel that I cannot find my group, I cannot find it, everything is new. We promise you that if you persevere and you keep asking questions to your facilitators and interacting with them and interacting with your peers, at the end of the course, you will not only feel comfortable in the course, but also feel very, very familiar with all the tools that you're using and you will be using also with your students. So this is my very brief introduction. You will have a long introduction about the course with your facilitator when your first session starts. Thank you so much, Latoya.
Thank you, Joelle. Thank you so much. At this time, we will invite Dr. Moore, Chantal Moore, to bring her presentation.
Thank you very much, Latoya. I'm finding that my technology is not moving with the speed that it usually does. There is a lag, and so I might not be able to show my video. And it might also be that I will just have to speak so that I might not have a presentation to show because it's loading very, very slowly. But in terms of the CCEP, that's the Caribbean Center for Educational Planning, we are working with some wonderful partners to help teachers across the region to improve their teaching in an online or blended classroom space. Yes, all teachers have been affected by COVID. And yes, we have all had to come up with different strategies, different means by which to ensure that our students learn. And so it has not been done in a very uniformed way. It's very spotty and very uneven in terms of the quality that students are getting in their classrooms. And so we really want to applaud the effort of UNESCO to devise this project to level the playing field to a great extent to ensure that all teachers who, or a majority of teachers in the Caribbean, those who participate in this program, that when they go through it, at the end, they should be able to teach in their classrooms in a very competent way and in a way that the students are engaged, a way within which the students find the information interesting and they can actually, do hands-on and interesting stuff within the classroom. And that is where the partner of Blackboard comes in, because Blackboard is actually creating that space for teachers to learn how to do it. This is a space where teachers across the Caribbean will get the opportunity to take risk as they look towards designing, developing, and delivering online courses. A wonderful thing about this Caribbean initiative is that they will get to liaise with teachers from all over the Caribbean, these small island developing states. And so we will get to share ideas, we will get to work and collaborate. And when we come out of this as sharpened teachers with more advanced capacity in terms of delivering online or blended courses, our classrooms will definitely be transformed and our students will be all the better for the effort of the partners. We want to thank the master trainers who are going to be leading this training of teachers. We had a group of 13 master trainers who did the pilot before, and they actually are now the ones who are working with assistant master trainers. And so together, the master trainers and their assistants will be able to train the 10,000 teachers from across the Caribbean that we are targeting. And we have quite a number of our master trainers or certified master trainers here, as well as those who are the assistant master trainers. If the master trainers are on, I'm just going to allow them this moment to just go ahead and open their screens, their videos. If they are logged into Zoom at this moment, can they just go ahead and show their faces so that the teachers can see the persons with whom they will be working? All right, and so I am going to call the names now of some of our master trainers and the assistants just very quickly. So we have actually 14 groups in cohort 1. And the first group, we have Antonia Bain as our certified master trainer. And Antonia Bain is working with Raphaelia Adams, Chanel Antonio, Gail Lane Blue. So that's our first group. And then we have a second group in this cohort, and the master trainer for the second group is Orlando Yates. And Orlando is supported by assistant master trainers Georgina Hackshaw, Charlotte Bignell, and Janine Maria. We have group 3, the master trainer Darlene Lozano, and the assistants working with Darlene Lozano are Samonique Harry, Belinda Bramwell, and Rollinson Penny. We have group 4, Patrick Flowers, and Patrick is supported by Tennille James, Rochelle Ellis, and Lisa Tomlinson. For group 5, we have Ruthia Gums, supported by Natalie John, Mardia Utah, Cheryldine Tomlinson. We have group 6, and it's important to mention the names of our trainers because of the mammoth effort that they're going to be putting in to make sure that we train the 10,000 teachers from across the region. So for group 6, we have master trainer Edward Williams, supported by Dwighton Johnson, Milton Gager, and Camille Berry. Group 7, we have Roberta Phillips, supported by Richard Ned, Tanisha Green Roper, and Nadine Davis. Group 8, we have Shalina Roberts, supported by Fitzroy Stapleton, Marie Martin, and Alison Montgomery. For group 9, we have Leendert Pengel as the master trainer, supported by Glenroy Thomas, Sophia McCain, and Chantal Moore. For group 10, we have master trainer Denroy Tillett, supported by Alexandra Boramia, Christine Spencer, and Randolph Samaru. Group 11, we have Nariska Everts, supported by Hector Castellanos, Antoinette Wyatt, and Beverly Farber. Group 12, we have Ruthia Gums, supported by Richnetta Viris, Marceline Woodhouse Hodges, and Yolande Samuels Cole. We're on to group 13, Edward Williams, supported by Ardith Conway, Colin Cummins, and Alvinus Melius. And the final group for this cohort, master trainer Hannah Kloskak from Blackboard, supported by Vikran Mahabir, Alexander Ewan, and Valentine Telemak. So these are the master trainers and the support team. We are forever going to be indebted to them because of the transformation that they will bring to Caribbean classrooms in this post-COVID and COVID is not quite over. So as we are looking to transition to a different stage in this COVID moment, we just want to, to big up and to celebrate the efforts of our master trainers and the assistant trainers. And the CCEP certainly looks forward to working with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Moore. I think we can all give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. Colleagues all, this has been quite a journey. You are our esteemed partners and colleagues. The foundation has been laid, the stage is set, and now we are ready and raring to embark on the full implementation of the Caribbean Teacher Training Initiative, starting with cohort 1 tomorrow, June 23. As the education sector for the UNESCO Cluster Office for the Caribbean, we are indeed pleased for this very strong show of solidarity in ensuring that Caribbean teachers are equipped and supported to navigate the new learning context. Our profound gratitude to our esteemed partner, Blackboard Academy, as a partner in the UNESCO Global Education Coalition, which makes this entire engagement possible. Special mention to Dr. Joel Armando and to our dear facilitators, Melissa and Hannah. Our sincerest appreciation to the German Society for International Cooperation, JIS, as project donor for this Caribbean-wide engagement. Special thanks to our colleagues from the Global Education Coalition, UNESCO headquarters, and the Regional Bureau for Latin America and the Caribbean, who supported the initiative and the initiation of this fruitful partnership. Of course, this initiative would not be a reality without the contribution of you, our regional partners and stakeholders. When the pandemic hit, the region, you sprang into action to elicit and to provide support for ensuring the continuity of learning for all Caribbean students. Thanks to our Secretaries General representing the National Commissions for UNESCO as our in-country partners and focal points. Many thanks to the University of the West Indies Caribbean Center for Educational Planning as the coordinating entity for the program implementation across the Caribbean. A lot of heavy lifting. Thank you to UNICEF Jamaica and the Jamaica Teaching Council for collaborating with us in the engagement of the Jamaican teachers. Last but by no means least, sincerest, heartiest appreciation to the Ministries of Education, the suite of Caribbean master trainers present here, and the esteemed teachers throughout the Caribbean cluster who are listening on via YouTube online, who will be engaged for the 3 cohorts of training ending October 2021. Thank you, teachers, for your show of commitment in participating in this course. Thank you to our master trainers and teachers. We thank you, and it is envisaged that at the end of your engagement, you'll be further strengthening your design and delivery of blended and online education. We salute you as first responders in education. And as we move forward, it is with pleasure that we introduce to you officially Ms. Nakita West, the newly assigned project officer, who will greet everyone and reiterate some key points as we close the ceremony. A warm welcome, Nakita. The floor is yours. Thank you all.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests. I greet you this afternoon as the newest member of the UNESCO team and the project officer for this initiative. I am very excited to be here to share with you as we begin a critical phase of this project. As I know, how valuable this will be for our countries, our teachers, and our students. As project officer, my role is to collaborate with our partners to ensure the success of this initiative. Having joined the team just last week, I must say that tremendous work has been done to get us here. Hats off to Blackboard Academy, the Caribbean Center for Educational Planning, UNICEF Jamaica, and of course the UNESCO team. Our master trainers, really, I have seen just in the last few days how hard you have been working and how engaged you are. To our teachers who will begin training tomorrow, you are the first who will be trained in this area to effectively teach in the digital space. See, having a 9-year-old myself, I see and hear the challenges daily, and I know it has not been easy. So I hope the tools that you will garner will be of most benefit to you as we continue to navigate this new reality. I look forward to working with you all. Thank you, and do enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Fariel. I will allow you to give you the final words as we close off. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you present here with us today. And we look forward to now rolling out the program and scaling up to, beginning with 2,150 teachers tomorrow, and then moving on to 10,000 by the end of October. And this, I really believe that the success of this project is with the master trainers and with each one of you. So thank you very much. And we look forward to our continued collaboration and working together. I look forward to working together. Warm regards to all of you. Bye-bye.